Nick at Night, another show on the air.
Hi, I'm Nick, and this is
Nick. Hey, any callers? 1-800-323-3100.
Let's take our caller number 32. Here we go.
Yes, caller 32, you're on the air. Who is this?
This is Kevin from Pennsylvania.
Hello, Kevin.
I just want to say that I love the show. I've been listening ever since last week when you guys started up, and it's pretty awesome. And I just want to say Tom Brady is overrated. He's married some supermodel for a wife, and I think that's just going to distract him from the football field. I think that the Giants are going to get the win.
Well, Kevin, you know, we just have to thank you for being a fan, and also, we have to agree also on the Patriots. We do not like them. They're not good at all. We hate them. They cheat. Also, you know, the Giants, they're not bad at all. I hope they can do it. What do you think, Nick?
Well, I mean, thank you, Nick. I'd like to just take this moment to tell you, Kevin, that I agree with you 100% on Brady being overrated. But I'll just tell you one thing, son. I mean, you know, the guy's got a cannon for an arm. Is there any other question that you have?
I hung up.
All right, he's hung up. He didn't like us that much. Let's take another caller.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. Caller?
Yeah, this is Brian from Sault Ste. Marie. I just want to say I love the show. I've been listening for both.
Brian, stop wiping my butt and get to the point.
Well, Nick, you know, I was just trying to say I've just appreciated the show, but I'll get straight to the point. I think that both these teams, I'm just not sure they deserve to be there. I mean, I think the Baltimore Ravens had a great defense. I think they deserve to be in this game, but, you know, a missed field goal, a drop touchdown, and here's what you have. You know, you've got the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and they don't deserve to be there.
You know, there's a lot of teams that don't deserve to be there that do, and you know what? There's a lot of problems. The Patriots do not belong there. I mean, San Francisco, they really messed up. They need to totally cut number 10. And also, the Ravens, they were a great team. They just screwed themselves up. What do you think, Nick?
Well, I mean, thank you, Nick. I just have to say, caller, what's your name from Sault Ste. Marie, first of all?
This is Brian.
Brian, I'd just like to say, you know, do your homework first before you call, because, I mean, you know, Billy Cundiff missed that field goal. I mean, Patriots won it fair and square. Hey, you know, we don't like the Patriots either, but, hey, they're in the bowl, and we just gotta go out now and broadcast this game. So, you know, I just think you're a crybaby. I don't really like where you're coming from. We're gonna hang up on you now. Take another caller. Caller number 32. Let's go one more caller. Nick, what do you have to say about that?
Well, let's hear the new caller, Nick.
Caller, you're on the air from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania.
Yeah, this is Larry from Pennsylvania.
Hello,
Larry. Good to see you.
I would just like to say that Brian obviously didn't know what he was talking about. I think both teams deserve to be there, especially the New York Giants. I've been a fan for the last 3.5 months.
Well, I don't care how long you've been a fan, Larry. Get to the point.
Tiki Barber.
Well, you know,
You're boring me already. Why do you say that?
Well, you know, we've got Rondé Barber on our team right now, and he's been a pretty good...
How is that relevant to adding Tiki at 36 years old, the baby mama killer?
I think that, you know, Rondé's been getting it done all this time, so if you look at the genetics with them being twins, obviously Tiki is still able to perform at that high level.
How do you know that? Have you been out to the practice field and watched Tiki? Sir, I don't think you understand. They have LeGarrette Blount now.
Well, he makes a few good points, but we're going to take another caller.
Nick is saying basically what I'm agreeing with is that you really don't know what you're talking about. Have you been smoking something down there in Florida?
You know, I have been smoking something. I've got connections. I can hook you up if you're looking for it.
Hey, thank you for your time.
We're public radio, and we do not.
We don't support or condone anything like that, and you're actually going to be fired from whatever job you think you might have had. We're going to take another caller. Let's take a caller from New Jersey.
That's true. Let's see what he says.
Yeah, this is Frank from New Jersey.
Hello, Frank.
I decided to say that, you know, a lot of my neighbors and everything are big Giants fans, but I'm Patriots all the way.
This guy's a retard.
I think that,
yeah, let's cut him off right here.
Okay, thank you for your time, Frank. We're going to skip on to the next caller. Yes, you're on from Connecticut.
Yeah, this is Chris from Connecticut.
Chris,
Hello.
you sound just like Frank from New Jersey. You pranking bitch. Get off of the phone. We're gonna, Nick, these guys are really screwing us. This is screwing up the TV show.
Mood music right
It'll
here
take
for
a little
minute.
break and we'll be
right
back with Marcus Pollard on WGTG. Nick and Nick in the night coming back at you here from New York, and we got a guest speaker, Clay Matthews, coming on.
That's right. He was expected to be a Pro Bowler, and he was, but you know, we expected him in the Super Bowl, but you know, here he is to give us his ideas on what's going on between the Patriots and the Giants. Let me go get him. Here he is.
Clay Matthews, everybody, at Nick and Nick in the Night here on WTRT.
Ray, it's great to be here. You know, it's just really big fan of the show. Glad I could be here.
Thanks a lot, Clay. And just a couple of questions for you, buddy. I mean, first of all, what happened there in that divisional against the Giants?
Well, you know, I mean, that was a real tough situation. You know, we thought we were ready to play some football, but we just basically went onto the field and we just basically shit our pants. You know, it's like we just ran out there and there was a big brown stain just spreading all across the ass area, running down the leg.
Because I couldn't have said it any better. I thought Mike McCarthy's game plan just took a big dump on the field. Let me ask you another question. You got a lot of critics saying that in the Pro Bowl you were basically jacking everyone off. Is that true?
Well, you know, what the average fan doesn't seem to understand is that they fucking jack you off in the Pro Bowl. The rules, I'm not allowed to blitz at all in any sort of capacity, so all I could do was drop back into coverage. I did manage to get one pick.
You did have a nice pick. You did have.
Which everyone seems to forget, but you know, at the end of the day, it's all about having fun. You know, we bring our families out to Hawaii, have a good time. Okay. So, you know, I was glad to make it back to the Pro Bowl. It's great to have you here. One more quick thing, man. You are a big, beastie man. What do you have to say about that? Well, you know, and some people have been questioning whether I've been using steroids. I say fuck steroids. You know, this is all natural. You know, I've been working out since I was 16 years old. And, you know, I bring it hard every day in the weight room and on the practice field. And it's just starting to pay off.
Well, we're back here with Nick and Nick at Night. We just had Clay Matthews here. It's very interesting, talking about the Pro Bowl, talking about the predictions of the Super Bowl.
Yes.
That's right. What do you think, Nick?
Thank you, Nick. And we are going to take another caller at this time, 1-800-323-3100. Let's hear from the fans. Any callers, any callers?
I guess we just missed our caller. Wait, he got just
we got him back. We just got him back on the line. Thank you to our secretary. She's not hot, but she does her work. Here we go. Caller number 3, you're on the air. Where are you from?
Hey, this is Peter from Tampa.
Hello, Peter.
You know, I'm a big Tiki Barber fan, and fucking, even though he was from New York, you know, his brother Rondo plays in Tampa, so, you know, that's the connection right there.
So are you lobbying, excuse me, Peter, are you lobbying for that idiot to come back down to Tampa and play football at 36 years old?
I think that's a little bit ridiculous. What are you thinking?
Well, you know, I mean, Tampa Bay, they have high expectations this year. They will absolutely know. I think if a 36-year-old running back can help them out, then they're pretty much fucked, you know?
Well, I mean, Peter, let me just stop you right there. This is Nick, by the way. How do you expect Tiki Barber to play on the same team as his brother with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Do you think at 36 years old, he's actually going to be able to make an impact?
Well, you know, I think you're being a little bit unfair. I mean, who else hasn't impregnated a woman when we're married?
We're going to have to take another caller because this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Alright, and that caller obviously had some problems, and that's one thing you hear different from Mike and Mike in the morning. Nick and Nick at Night do not take shit from a bunch of fag callers who does not know what the fuck they're talking about.
Some callers, they're just...
We'll be back!
That's right. This is Nick and Nick at Night. Hey Nick, we've been talking a little sports here. You know, next we got a guest here. What do you think?
Marcus Pollard is our next guest, Nick. Thank you very much. This is Nick as well, and we're talking about Marcus Pollard, the Patriot Killer. And when I mean Patriot Killer, I'm talking about a malfunction with our music. Hold on. There we go. Marcus Pollard is the Patriot killer for a reason. Tom Brady went down in 2008. Then he had to have knee surgery due to Marcus Pollard hitting him in the knee. I don't know if you.
By the way, I think that's about the best title you can get is Patriot Killer.
I'd agree there. You can't agree more with that. I mean, especially after Spygate. Moving on, you had Wes Welker in 2010 campaign, tore a knee, and he was back for 2011 miraculously. Now at the end of 2011, you got Gronkowski going down with a high ankle sprain, and he's actually going to have surgery after the season.
I heard he might be back for the bowl, though. Let's hear from
Marcus Pollard. We have him on the air. Go ahead.
Marcus?
It's great to be here. I'm a big fan of the show.
Marcus, what do you have to say to the critics out there that you are actually purposefully hurting these Patriot players?
Oh man, dude, I just don't know what to say about that. I mean, you know what? My personal ethic, I just go out there and I just play hard every play. And, you know, is it my fault if a seemingly high number of New England Patriots seem to end up injured? I mean, well, you know what? Football is a very violent game. I mean, that's why they pay us so much money to be out there on that field, you know. And personally, I don't appreciate this suggestion that I'm playing dirty or any of this kind of thing. You know what? I'm out there. I'm trying to make a name for myself. I'm trying to do everything I can for my team. And you know what? Accidents happen, and I don't feel.
Marcus, we got Nick here with another question.
Hello, this is Nick. Well, Marcus, you know, I can't believe everything you said. I mean, everyone goes back to fundamentals and playing 110%, you know, but after 3 Patriots going out for surgery,
it's just a large amount of Patriots.
That's hard to believe. It's just a coincidence.
Well, you know, I don't know what else I can say. I mean, you know,
well, I mean, Marcus, don't get us wrong. We're applauding you for these Patriot injuries.
Right.
I mean, don't get us wrong here. We're applauding these injuries, and I hope they continue. I'm just saying, you know, the coincidence or be it not, keep it up, keep hurting Patriots, and we're fans. I mean, we're fans of yours, you're fans of ours. Let's just keep it that way, buddy. You know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate that, and you know, I mean, I just don't know what to say. I mean, I don't want to be facing any kind of lawsuit in my future, but you know, every time you play the Patriots, you know, I think that you really, you know, you try to find that extra reserve and just really give it all you can, you know, and
so you're saying spearing and clawing and all kinds of grabbing unnecessarily is fine with you if it's the Patriots?
What, 30 years ago in the league, all of that was happening all the time. Football used to be about, I mean, you used to have guys with tendons sticking out of their hands, still out there playing the game, and now it's just, you know, anyone stubs a toe in their field, you know. I think that.
And Marcus, is that what football used to be about? Is a tendon sticking out?
You know, back then it used to be whatever it took to win, and unfortunately, I just don't think that's the way it is anymore.
Marcus Pollard with us. Thank you very much for your time. This is Nick and Nick at Night from Seattle, and we'll have to say goodnight for now because we will not be back until after the Super Bowl. Thank you, Nick, for your time.
Much for the audience. We appreciate it. Good night.